A CBC News Marketplace investigation has led now to the arrest of dozens of scammers in India. People who have built Canadians out of millions of dollars, and they are some of the people behind the annoying robocalls that claim to be from the Canada Revenue Agency. You know those calls, they threaten you with a lawsuit if you don't pay them thousands right away. David Common was here and we watched his initial investigation, began the season for Marketplace. That investigation has led to these significant developments. So David, thanks for coming back and telling us more about what has happened.
Well, Heather, over about the past 10 days, there have been at least 2 major raids against some of these scam centers from which these calls go out. And when you receive them at home, it doesn't look like they're calling from India. They use call spoofing, which allows them to look like they're calling not only from Canada, but sometimes from a legitimate Canadian phone number. When Indian police, at the behest of the RCMP and the FBI, went into these call centers, they made dozens of arrests, and at the same time found a lists, in fact, of more than 600 Canadian names. Those are believed to be some of the victims of this scam. And so the RCMP are now going to begin the process of contacting all of those people to try to hear their side of the story. In terms of the remaining call centers, and there are many of them that still exist, the RCMP has a clear message. Here is Inspector Peter Payne with the Financial Crimes Division.
We, law enforcement in Canada, international law enforcement as well, we are not going to stop. We're going to continue our efforts jointly, collaboratively, until we take you down.
We just point out that the RCMP have been tracking this file for quite some time. We did do a story. They acknowledged that helped move this issue to the front burner, certainly get more public awareness in law enforcement and government for this. But we also know the FBI have been very strong on this, and there's some indication the FBI may well have been involved in some of these raids as well. Some
sort of collaboration.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the names on the list found, 600. We know there are thousands of Canadians over the years bilked out of $10 million is the figure that we've been talking about,
yeah.
At least $10 million just in recent years. Will any of the people scammed get any of their money back?
Yeah, if I got a phone call from the RCMP and I'd been a victim of this, that'd be the first question I'd ask. And the answer right now is, they hope to, but they are making no guarantees. This is at an early stage in the investigation. Part of the challenge is the money that disappears actually goes through financial intermediaries, and some of it is lost already there before the scammers themselves even get it. So how much money is left over is a big question. Another big question, these calls are going to continue. People are going to get them today. So what do you do if you get the call? It's quite simple. If someone calls from the Canada Revenue Agency, identifies themselves as that, and they threaten you in any way, with arrest or anything else, hang up. The CRA very rarely calls people, and when they do, they certainly do not arrest people. If that is the threat, goodbye.
The strangest thing is that I've had a couple of the calls since your investigation went to air, and I'm sure I'm not alone. So hang up, do not acknowledge, do not do any of the things suggested. David, thank you very much. Lots of great things happening as a result of your investigation. David Common.